today, a bipartisan bill, aptly called the WGDP Act, is going to be dropped by Senator Shaheen and Senator Lindsey Graham in the Senate. In a couple of days, there'll be a counterpart bill in the House, and it will, for the first time in the history of the U.S. government, codify women's empowerment as a foreign policy priority at the State Department and create the appropriate resources. So for years, since the Bush administration, there has never been an actual law that talks about the role of women, 50% of the world's population, arguably the most under-tapped resource in the developing world. And there's never been a priority with funds or with dedicated personnel at the United States State Department. So this will change that.
So you guys are taking this on the road. You're going to Dubai this weekend. Yes. I mean, why, Kristalina, Dubai? I think of the Middle East, and I think actually some of the lowest labor force participation rates for women in the world.
Exactly for that reason. It is very important to concentrate on where the barriers for women are still the highest. And I want to give credit to the Middle East. They have taken very decisive steps to open up more space for women to participate in the economy.
Part of this trip is convening ministers from across the regions and heads of state to discuss areas where they have moved and areas where we'd love to see them move and want to support them in those efforts. So the 5 laws relate to the ability to travel freely, not just driving, but get a passport, mobility, more generally.
Without having to ask for permission.
Without permission from
father.
Exactly right. The ability to own, inherit, or manage property. Most people don't realize that in 75 countries across the world, there's at least one law prohibiting women from owning, managing, or inheriting property. Access institutions. How can you start a business if you can't go to a court of law freely, if you can't create an LLC, access credit, and then work in the same industries as men? So 2.7 billion women are precluded from working in the same jobs as men. Oftentimes, Jordan just made a reform, which was very significant, because women weren't allowed to work after 5 p.m.